Pick up it. Pick it up.
Oh. Yeah. Another one. It's gonna be my third one. See how this is though. On my leg. You say I don't need no number cream, huh?
No, you don't need no number cream.
Dang, hold on. Dang, can we bring pillows and stuff?
You got a pillow?
I need one.
Hold on. I have a pillow. Are we live?
Need a
Are we live?
pillow. Thank you.
It's a hard ass pillow, but it's a pillow.
Okay, I need some back. Y'all, I'm ready. I'm getting a tattoo, y'all. I'm ready. Like, right? Let's go. I'm getting a little lotus flower. Are y'all ready? Yeah, I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting.
November 30th, 2008. Two identical twins walk into federal custody in Chicago. Pedro and Margarita Flores. At 27 years old, they're surrendering after moving 60 tons of cocaine. 60 tons. But here's what makes this different. They're not getting arrested. They're volunteers, cooperating witnesses, and hidden in their pocket recordings are conversations with the most wanted man on earth.
So what y'all doing today?
El Chapo Guzman. This isn't your typical snitch story. The Flores twins didn't get caught and flipped. They were at the top, making $10 million a month in pure profit, living in Mexican mountain estates with servants, exotic animals, warehouses full of foreign cars. They had El Chapo's personal cell phone number. They were untouchable. Then they walked away from it all. But let's rewind, because this story doesn't start with surrender. It starts 27 years earlier in a little village kitchen, March 1981. Federal agents handcuff a man in front of his pregnant wife. Margarita Flores, Sr., caught with the front of my family. My wife is pregnant. She might miscarry. 3 months later, in June 1981, she gives birth. Twin boys, Pedro and Margarito Jr. The father goes to prison for 8 years. The sons, they'll build an empire 40 times bigger than anything he ever dreamed. This is how 2 kids from Chicago became the bridge between Mexican cartels and American streets. This is how they brought down El Chapo, and this is the price they paid for it.
See this house in Texas? Let me show you how I invested into it with just a few $100s. I did it using something called tax-lien investing.
For it.
Yes.
Little village, Chicago, South Holman Avenue. The Flores house looks like any other working-class Mexican-American home. But by the time the twins turn 7, they're getting an education most kids never see. Their father's out of prison, 8 years served, and he's got lessons to teach. Picture this, 2 little boys, maybe 60 pounds each, crawling into car engine compartments. Their father's standing over them, patient, instructing.
Yeah, this is my third.
Use your small hands. Feel inside the gas
This
tank.
is my
That's
baby.
where we hide it. The twins learn to extract packages of heroin wrapped in plastic. Learn to weigh it on a triple beam scale. Learn that this is normal. This is family business. The road trips start. Flatbed truck, false compartments, border crossings into Mexico. While other dads are teaching their sons about baseball statistics, Margarito Sr. is teaching geography through drug routes. This is Texas, respectful people, like us, farmers. The twins absorb everything. They're sponges, and what they're soaking up is a PhD in trafficking. But the real influence, that's Armando, their older brother. He's not teaching them, he's showing them a different path. Armando's moving weight out of a Cicero car dealership, making real money, commanding respect without the street gang chaos around him. He sets them up in a 2-bedroom apartment on the ground floor of the South Holman house. Tells them, don't be like the Latin Kings, don't be like the gang members. He wants better for them, but better still means the drug game, just smarter. August 1998, federal agents hit the car dealership. Armando goes down on narcotics trafficking charges. 5 years federal time. He's 24 years old. The twins are 17. And just like that, there's a vacuum. Armando's customers, Armando's suppliers, Armando's whole network. Nobody running it. An employee at the dealership makes an introduction. Then another. The twins inherit a business they never asked for, but were trained their whole lives to run. Pedro would later testify. In approximately 1998, Margarito and I started distributing cocaine in Chicago. Notice that word, started, like it was a legitimate career path, because for them, it was. They'd been in training since they could walk. By 1999, they're selling wholesale quantities throughout Chicago, multi-kilo loads, moving to Milwaukee, cash stacking. The learning curve is steep, but they've got 17 years of preparation. By age 22, kids who can barely legally drink, they own 5 houses, fleet of luxury vehicles,
I forgot my
motorcycles,
headphones.
living like young executives.
I was gonna do
because that's
that.
exactly what they are. Executives in an illegal empire.
I was gonna do
Most
that.
people at 22 are figuring out their first apartment. The Flores twins are running a distribution network that would make Fortune 500 companies jealous. And they're just getting started. Because between 2003 and 2005, everything changed. Pedro's about to be kidnapped twice. And those kidnappings, they're the moves that put the twins directly across the table from the most dangerous man in Mexico. 2005, the twins are moving serious weight, but they're working through a middleman, Guadalupe Lupe Ledesma, an old associate of their father, connected to the Sinaloa cartel. Everything's running smoothly until Lupe comes with an accusation. $10 million, missing. He wants it back. But here's the problem. The twins don't owe it. Lupe's either mistaken or he's making a move. He demands they turn over everything. The whole operation, warehouses, customers, the entire business. The twins refuse. Bad decision. Pedro gets a call, meeting requested. He shows up, 25 to 30 masked men storm in, rifle butts to the face, stripped down, handcuffed, gone. Just like that, one half of the twin empire vanishes. 15 days. That's how long Pedro's in a cell. Barely any food, barely any water, beaten, starved, expecting the worst. Because everyone knows what happens when the cartel takes you. You don't come back. This isn't even Pedro's first kidnapping. Back in 2003, a Chicago crew grabbed him over a separate dispute. Margarito paid a ransom worth $2.4 million in cocaine to get him back. But this time, this is different. This is cartel business, higher stakes, no negotiating with local criminals. Margarito's in Chicago, frantic. He knows his brother's dead unless he does something crazy. So he does. He requests a meeting with the one person who can stop this, the boss, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Everyone tells him it's suicide. You go up that mountain, you don't come back. But Margarito's got one advantage, organization. The twins keep ledgers, meticulous records of every transaction, every kilo, every dollar. He grabs those books and boards a Cessna flown by a teenager in sandals. The plane lands on a dirt strip carved into a mountainside. Armed men in military gear escort him to a compound. Cement floors, cool air, then he appears. Short guy, lazy right eye, El Chapo himself, the most wanted man on the planet. And he's studying Margarito like a science experiment. You know, people that come up here don't go back, Chapo says. Margarito opens the ledgers, shows him everything, proves the debt isn't real, proves Lupe's man messed up. The numbers don't lie. Chapo sees it, makes a decision. Pedro gets released that night, dumped on a desert road, handcuff key in his shoe, cell phone in his pocket, a whispered message. You're lucky, your brother saved you. When they reunite, Margarito's first words, you stink. 15 days without a shower. Then he hugs his twin and delivers the news. I met Chapo Guzman.
I deposited $400,000 from my life insurance policy into my checking account, and I'm very much alive. 6 months ago, I got the call no one wanted.
Ooh.
May 2005, now it's Pedro's turn to fly to the mountains. He's nervous, grateful. This is the man who saved his life. The Cessna lands. Pedro's walking toward the compound when he sees it. A prisoner, chained to a tree, being punished, left there as a message. This is what happens when you cross El Chapo. Pedro keeps walking, doesn't ask questions, doesn't look back. Chapo's waiting under a palapa, jeans, t-shirt, 2 walkie-talkies. Casual, like they're meeting for coffee. He looks at Pedro's outfit, jean shorts, jewelry, very American.
You listening way too
Cracks a
hard.
joke. The ice breaks. Later, Pedro brings him a gift. Jeans, shorts in a box that looks like a Viagra package. Chapo laughs. Actually laughs. That moment, that's when everything changes. The twins aren't just customers anymore. They're trusted. And trust with El Chapo means access. Direct line to the cartel. No more middlemen. No more Lupe. They're about to become the biggest drug distributors in American history. (2005 to 2008), 3 years. That's the window where the Flores twins become something unprecedented. Not just drug dealers, a logistics empire. The numbers sound like fiction. 1,500 to 2,000 kilograms of cocaine every single month. That's not a shipment, that's a subscription service. 60 tons over 3 years. 60. The DEA would later estimate 71 tons total when you add the heroin. Enough powder to fill 60 million baggies. Street value, billions with a B. Chicago becomes the hub, the central dispatch center for the entire operation. 30 prime customers spread across the United States. Half the product stays local. The other half, Columbus, Cincinnati, Detroit, Milwaukee, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., even Vancouver. The twins aren't just moving weight, They're running a distribution network that rivals Amazon. The money flow is insane. $1.8 billion transferred back to Mexico, mostly bulk cash, literal trucks full of currency. Pedro alone estimates he handed over $800 million to Chapo and Mayo between 2005 and 2008. That's not a typo. $800 million in 3 years. The wives would later describe the lifestyle. 10-carat diamond wedding rings, private resorts in Puerto Vallarta, a ranch in the Mexican mountains with dancing horses, monkeys, tigers, a warehouse stocked with foreign luxury cars. We were living every drug dealer's dream, one said. We're talking LeBron James money, $10 million a month in profit. But the operation itself, that's where it gets sophisticated. Trucks with hydraulic trap doors, secret compartments built into roofs, drugs hidden among loads of vegetables, shrimp, even live sheep. One shipment literally required paying 10 grand to pasture 150 sheep that were being used as cover. After delivery, the reverse pipeline kicks in. Millions in cash loaded into those same trucks. Freight trains carry it west. The money disappears into Mexico like water into sand. And Chapo, he's playing a different game entirely. The man sets up a fake humanitarian aid project. Fleet of 747 jumbo jets, flying clothing donations to Central and South America. Beautiful cover story. When those planes return to Mexico, 28,000 pounds of cocaine per flight, landing in Mexico City's main airport. No inspections, no questions. Guzman's got officials paid off at every level. The cocaine flows like a river. The twins are dealing with 3 major players. El Chapo, difficult, paranoid, but the main connection. Margarito would later say, of all the drug lords I had business relationships with, he was probably the most difficult one. Then there's Ismael El Mayo Zambada, older, calmer, treated Margarito like a son, joked that they could move even more product if the Flores brothers were triplets instead of twins. And finally, Arturo Beltran Leyva, less famous than Chapo, but according to Margarita, unmatched on the business side. Actually moved more weight than either Chapo or Mayo. For 3 years, the twins occupied this sweet spot, trusted by multiple cartels, moving tons, making millions, living like narco royalty in mountain compounds. The twins are picking stash houses in
There ain't
funky
nothing to
neighborhoods
eat.
to avoid suspicion. Chicago suburbs, nice areas in New York. One
You gonna go get a
location has
haircut?
beautiful view
No.
of the
It's
Brooklyn
right
Bridge.
there.
Every system is optimized, every route is tested,
I go right to
every
my house.
dollar is counted.
It's better.
But 2008 is coming, and with it, a choice that will change everything. Because Pedro's wife is pregnant, and he's starting to think about the future, or more accurately, the lack of one.
I saved 50% on my car insurance premium with this. They don't want us to know that there's a
2008, Pedro's wife is pregnant. Seems like it should be good news. But when you're moving tons of cocaine for the Sinaloa cartel, pregnancy becomes an existential crisis. Pedro later testified, I began to think about our future, or that lack of a future. I thought they deserved better. The timing couldn't be worse. The sweet spot the twins enjoyed for 3 years,
You
gone.
got no money?
Chapo and Mayo are at war with their former partner, Arturo Beltran Leyva. Blood
Not even.
everywhere. Bodies stacking
Not
up
today,
across
man.
Mexico.
Why?
And the twins,
We're far away from
they've
Wednesday.
been doing
From
business
Tuesday.
with all 3.
That's when you live.
Suddenly everyone wants
I
them to
get
pick
paid
a
today,
side.
it's not right now.
Chapo or Beltran Leyva. Choose wrong, you're dead. Choose right, you've made a mortal enemy. Pedro calls it exactly what it is. A lose-lose situation. Margarito has his own moment. Calls it a spiritual epiphany. I felt like I wanted to do something good for my family. Interesting word choice. Good. After facilitating the transfer of 60 tons of cocaine, after helping poison American streets for profit. Good. But here's the thing about the Flores twins. They're strategic, always have been. They don't just decide to flip and call the cops. They calculate, they plan, they recognize that their value isn't just what they know, it's what they can prove. And to prove it, they need recordings. October 2008, the twins reach out to DEA agents stationed in Mexico, start cooperating while still active. They're not informants sitting in protective custody telling old stories. They're undercover operators gathering live evidence. It's insanely dangerous. One wrong move, one suspicious question, one hint they're recording, and they're killed in a mountain compound. They record 54 conversations with cartel members. 54, each one a potential death sentence if discovered. But they need the big fish. They need El Chapo himself on tape. The problem? Chapo doesn't call people. People call him through layers of security, burner phones, coded language. So the twins devise a strategy that violates every rule of the drug business. They receive a shipment of heroin from Chapo, high quality stuff. Then Pedro does the unthinkable. He calls to renegotiate the price after already receiving it. Margarito explained later, in the drug business, you don't do that. You don't receive a shipment and then try and get a better price. It's disrespectful, suspicious, the kind of move that gets you killed. But it's also the kind of move that requires a direct conversation with the boss. The phone rings, Chapo answers, and he's chipper, actually chipper. Amigo, 20 kilos of heroin on the table. Chapo's asking $55,000 per kilo. Pedro negotiates him down to 50, saves $100 grand on the deal, and every word is being recorded by the DEA. They get him twice, 2 separate conversations with the most wanted man on earth. It's unprecedented, historic, the kind of evidence that makes careers and destroys empires. November 30th, 2008, the twins surrender, walk into federal custody voluntarily, from mountain estates with exotic animals to jail cells with concrete bunks. Their wives would later describe that first night. Here they are sitting in prison, the first night in a prison cell, and they just felt so free. Free. After 3 years of looking over their shoulders, 3 years of knowing one mistake means death, 3 years of being trapped at the top of an empire they can't escape, the jail cell isn't punishment, it's relief. They're alive, their families are alive, and they've just handed the U.S. government the ammunition to take down the biggest drug cartel in history. But freedom comes with a price, and that price is about to be paid in blood. 2009, the twins are deep in cooperation. Marathon debriefing sessions with federal authorities. 54 recorded conversations being analyzed. Evidence being compiled. And their father makes a decision that costs him everything. Margarito Flores Sr. wants to go back to Mexico. Personal business, he says. His sons beg him not to. Federal handlers issue stern warnings. Everyone knows what happens to the families of the cooperators. The barbarism of the cartels is legend, but the father goes anyway. Within days, he's gone, kidnapped. His car is found abandoned in the Sinaloan desert. Note on the windshield. The message is clear. His sons are rats. Keep quiet or you're next. The body is never recovered. Margarito Flores Sr. is presumed dead. Murdered as retribution for his son's betrayal.
Fuck those Chapo, fuck everybody. They were gonna get fucking killed anyway. They had 3 cartels to choose. Anyone they sold, it was a lose situation.
They keep going because stopping now.
Yeah, because if they chose one, they were gonna make enemies with them. So anyway, they would be dead anyway.
It came from a car accident. I almost
It was a lose situation.
I never imagined something this big.
So they really had got saved.
It felt so small at the time. If you've been in any kind of vehicle accident in the past 2 years, even if you think it was minor, even if you were just a passenger, you might be entitled to far more than you realize. Here's my story. I was stopped at a red light when, bam, a distracted driver slammed into me from behind. My neck felt a little stiff, but the car seemed okay. We exchanged info and I drove home. Big mistake. Over Over the next few weeks, the pain got worse. I started missing work. My car developed issues I hadn't noticed right away. The insurance company tossed me a tiny offer and basically said, take it or leave it. I almost did. Then...
Hey, did somebody rent this booth right here?
Huh?
Did somebody work it?
No, nobody works here.
Hi guys, like, comment, and subscribe. You know he was starting.
We're done already.
Okay. You want to see?
Pick it up.
Oh. Let me get up. Let me get up.
Get out of them.
Hold on, let me pay the man.
That little puppets, get out of them.
Nah.
That's for me?
Mm-hmm.
That's for me?
Yeah.
You ever pay my brother, huh?
Huh?
You paid my brother already, huh?
Huh?
So this is it for me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Paperwork's over here, fool.
See?
Paperwork right there.
You want to see?
Paperwork right there.
What's it in?
Right there. Yeah.
Thank you, Vaughn. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Where you from? You from Houston? Where at?
Houston, right now. Where's girlfriend?
Fonda?
Andre?
Where's the vest up?
Hey.
Huh?
Sit down. You hear me? You hear me? Don't get me in trouble. You hear me?
This is perfect.
You got me?
Yeah.
You can bleep that.
What y'all think? What y'all think? Tell me. I'm gonna come back and get me another one on my other leg. Okay.
Alright.
What's your name?
My name's Johnny.
Johnny? Okay, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, I've been waiting on this. Boy, I'm gonna take this little hat off. Y'all, I'm about to dip. You like it? Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm about to go put some cream on this stuff. What you think what kind of cream should I put on it?
I think that's bad. Like, you don't.
Bluetooth connect.
Alright. I can go to I'm gonna go to Dollar General. Don't y'all hate when y'all pull out from somewhere y'all coming from and then a whole thing of traffic comes? So, oh shit, he finna hit my phone. Y'all, I hate that. Oakley, Am I saying it right? Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna just use what I got at home. I didn't drop y'all. Y'all alright? I like people be doing that. I didn't drop y'all before. We back. We back. Yeah, I'm gonna go home though. Oh, my camera. Look, camera that way. Yeah. This is dangerous. I hate this little part right here. This is dangerous. This song feels so good when I put some on this thing. I can't believe I did that. Like I really sat there and got this. Got that. I did better than I expected. Like it's been a long time since I got a tattoo. The one on the back of my neck, that hurt it, but I did it. You know, the one on my wrist, that hurt a little bit, but I did that. And I got one on my leg. I'm about to get another one on my other leg. If I go bigger, I'm be sitting there longer. If I go any bigger, dang, how y'all doing that? How do y'all be doing that sitting there? But I'm gonna look at it again. I ain't really look at it all the way, but when I get to stop somewhere, I'm gonna look. I feel like I'm getting gas in this little thing. I've been wanting to do that. I feel so accomplished. Like now, I feel like I really need to like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't believe I said I really did it. I put my mind. I really did it. I'm shocked, y'all. I'm gonna keep saying it. I just keep saying it. Go skydiving. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute now. Hold on, we going way too far. What are we doing? Now that right there, I wouldn't, you couldn't pay me to risk. You're risking your life. I don't care how much gear. I don't know. Barely want to get on the airplane. Barely want to get on that. Have you been skydiving? Shoot. No, sir. You something different. You build different if you can go skydiving. Bro, I be looking in the sky. The airplanes and stuff like that look like ants. What we look like to them up there? But I don't know. But we would die in car crash by more than playing good drives. Yeah. I can't do it. That's too high up. I'd rather be on the ground and have an accident than to be up in the sky, way in the sky, and come all the way down to I don't know what. You know, land in some water. Or do people survive when they land in the water? I can't. It's just my mind go everywhere. My mind go everywhere. I can't do that. I need some lotion. Well, good luck to you. Damn, you see my blinker? Oh my gosh, people! Bro, I should have been doing this, cause y'all would have seen what he just did. Like, bro. Small head ass. What you doing? Anyway, y'all ain't hear me go off like that. Very nice person. I'm at home though. I'm about to end this thing. I'm gonna show y'all again the tattoo. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Alright, I'm out. Chat with y'all another time. Comment, should I add something to it, or, you know, I'll talk to y'all later though.